Okay, number 10. Okay, so but before we are going to number 10, discuss muna natin yung ating hydrostatic pressure. Yung ating hydrostatic pressure, minsan tinatawag rin tong hydrostatic force. Okay? So ito po yung pressure na ini-exert ng ating fluid dun sa nilubog natin na plate. Okay? So take note po from may sinabi akong nilubog. Okay? So dalawa yung body na kinakailangan dito. First is yung fluid itself. Okay? Then yung nilubog nating body. Okay, particularly kung kalimitan mga gates ang nilulubog natin dito. Okay, specifically mga plates. Okay, so for example, ito yung ating nilubog na plate. Okay, so yan. Take note po, meron pong pressure na i-exert yung ating fluid molecules dito sa nilubog nating body. Okay? So, ano po yung pressure na yun? So, your pressure or your force is denoted as F na lang. Okay? So, siguro dito na lang, no? Ayan. So, ano po yung F na yan? So, your F here now is equal to what? Okay? That is equal to your pressure times yung ating area. Okay? Area na nakasubmerge. Okay? So, take note po, ano po ba ang pressure in terms of fluid. Okay? So, F now is equal to, so yung pressure natin may be a gauge pressure. Okay? So, this is equal to yung ating specific weight ng ating fluid multiplied by the height. Okay? Pero take note po, since dalawang body to, hindi basta-basta height to. Okay? Kasi hindi naman po fluid itself yung tinutukoy natin dito. Kundi yung plate na nilubog natin. So, may asterisk yan. Okay? So, multiplied by your submerged area. Okay, so ano lang natin yung parameters natin. So your F is your hydrostatic pressure or force. We have also your gamma. Okay, so yung gamma natin, this is your specific weight ng fluid. Okay. We have also yung ating A. So, this is your area submerged. So, yan po yung area na sinubmerge natin. For example, square plate yung sinubmerge natin. So, yung square yung ating lalagay dito. Okay, area ng square. Okay. So, area of the submerged plate. And lastly, yung ating H asterisk. So, take note po, yung H asterisk natin, since nakafocus tayo sa plate and not the water molecule, so ano po yung H natin dito? So, this is your distance from the surface of the fluid to the centroid. So, take note po, centroid, okay? Centroid ng area submerged. Okay? Centroid ng area na nakasubmerge. So, kung square yan, syempre, sa gitna lang yung centroid niyan. Okay? So, pero kung triangle yan, so, balik lang kayo sa mga formulas niyo for centroids. Okay? Sige. Take note po from the surface. So, yan. Okay, from the surface, papunta sa top. Okay? Top ng ating body. Then, take note po, meron pa pong additional na CG. Okay? So, po yung ating H sana, pero since ang tinitake into account natin is yung plate mismo, ito yung kakailanganin natin. Okay, H asterisk. Ayan siya. Okay. Sige. Let's try to solve this one. So, a 2 meters square plane surface is emerged vertically below the water surface. The immersion is such that the two edges of the square are horizontal. So, take note po, 2 meters square. Yung sides niya is 2 meters. Okay? And yung centroid niya is mismo nasa gitna. Okay? So, if the top of the square is 1 meter below the water surface, or ito, okay, from the surface of the water to the top of the plate is 1 meter, what is the total pressure or water pressure exerted on the plane surface? So, take note po, yung ating hydrostatic pressure yan, total water pressure. So, this is referring to your hydrostatic pressure. So, F now is equal to yung ating specific weight ng fluid times yung ating H asterisk times yung ating area submerged. Okay? So, ano po yung ating fluid? Water po. Okay? Water. So, therefore, specific weight ng ating fluid, 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter. Multiplied by yung ating area submerged muna. So, area submerged is a square. Okay? So, this is 2 times 2 or 2 squared meters squared. Okay, multiplied by yung ating H asterisk. So, take note po, distance from the surface to the centroid. So, take note po, ang binigay pa lang dito is from the top of your vertical gate. Okay? So, bababa pa tayo papunta sa centroid. So, ano yung centroid ng ating square gate? That is 1 meter below the top. Okay? So, this is 1 meter pa rin. So, yung total niyan ay 1 plus 1, which is 2 meter. So, ano mo magka-cancel? Yung meter at saka yung meter squared at saka yung cubic meter. So, ano na po yung ating F in terms of kilonewton? So, this is 9.81 times 2 squared multiplied by 2. So, this is 78.48 kilonewton. And that's letter D. Okay. So, next na tayo. Number 11. So, more on hydrostatic pressure. So, find the total water pressure on a vertical circular gate. May nilabog tayong circular gate daw dito. So, 2 meters in diameter. With its top, okay, yung top natin daw dito is 3.5 meters below the water surface. So, ito yung, okay, so this is 3.5 meters. So, hanapin daw natin yung total water pressure. So, saan po yung exertion ng ating water pressure sa centroid mismo ng plate? Okay, since this is circular, nasa center ng circle. Okay? Ayan. So, take note po, total water pressure. So, F now is equal to specific weight ng fluid multiplied by yung ating area submerged multiplied by yung ating H asterisk. So, therefore, F now, take note, fluid natin, water, 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter. Yan. Specific weight. Times yung ating area submerged circle, yan. So, this is pi over 4 d squared, okay? So, given yung diameter, so this is times 2 meter, the quantity squared. Multiplied by your H asterisk. Take note po, from the surface, papunta sa centroid. Okay? So, ano po ba? Ito. Okay, so meron pa tayo natitirang hindi alam. Okay, so center. So from the top going to the center, this is equal only just 40 meters. Okay, so which is 1 meter. So which is equal to 3.5 plus 1, so this is 4.5 meters. So therefore, F now is equal to, so 9.81 times 0.25 pi times 2 squared times 4.5. So this is now equal to 138.686. This is kilonewton. And this is letter A. Okay, punta tayo sa next. Okay, buoyancy naman po. Okay, so take note po kapag may lumubog po tayo or may pinalubog tayong body. Okay, so eventually lulutang yan. Okay, so bakit yan lumutang? Because of your buoyancy. Okay, so ano po ba ang principle ng buoyancy natin? So for example, may nilubog tayo or pinalubog tayong body. Okay, then eventually lulutang. So ano po ba ang cause niyan? Okay, take note of, if we will analyze this one, okay, then eventually lulutang. So meron po itong okay, so first is syempre meron tong weight. Okay, so hindi naman nawawala yung weight sa ating body. Okay, that is due to the gravitational pull. Okay, pero bakit nga ba lumulutang yung ating mga body? Okay, because of what? Okay, because of your BF or yung ating buoyant force. So merong tumutulak sa kanyang pataas. Okay, so this is BF or this is known to be your buoyant force. And from the principle of Archimedes, okay, so Archimedes principle, or yung ating tinatawag na buoyancy, okay, so that your buoyant force BF is equal to yung ating specific weight ng fluid natin multiplied by yung ating volume submerged. So yan po yung ating buoyant force. Yan po yung tumutulak sa ating body pataas. Okay, kaya may mga lumulutang. Okay? Okay? And yung buoyant force natin is nakadepende yan sa klase ng fluid natin. So, kung siya ba ay tubig, kung siya ba ay glycerin, kung siya ba ay oil. Okay? So, depende yan sa fluid natin. Okay, so let's move on to number 13. So ito, ibaba ko lang po ito. So siguro ito na lang. Sa pinakababa. Yan. Okay. Sige. A block of wood requires a force of 40 newtons to keep it immersed in water. Okay, take note po, no? So, kapag nasa water po siya, may exert pa tayong 40 newtons para tuluyan pa siyang lumubog sa tubig. Okay, otherwise, kapag tinanggal natin yung 40 newtons na yan, lulutang talaga siya. Okay, so block of wood, so siguro cubical ito. So, drawing na lang natin. For example, ayan siya. Okay, so a block of wood requires a force of 40 newtons to keep it immersed in water. So, kapag po i-immerse pa natin, meaning pababa yung ating external force dito. So, take note, this is in H2O or water. So, syempre, bukod sa 40 newton na yan, so ano pa yung mga naturally occurring forces dito? So, first is yung ating weight ng block. Okay, block ng wood. And syempre, since nakalubog siya sa fluid, meron siyang buoyant force. Okay? Buoyant force due to your water. Okay? Now, kapag po naman nasa glycerin siya, ang force na i-exert natin para tuluyang lumubog is 100 Newton. So, medyo mas mataas yung i-apply natin na force. Okay? Kasi, ano siguro yung paglutang niya. Mataas. Or madali siyang lumutang. Okay? So, yung ating ano dito is 100 Newton. Okay? So, yung SG ng glycerin is equal to 1.3. Take note po kapag SG ng water, 1.0 lang yan. Density ng water over density ng water, 1 lang rin yan. Okay? So, mag-drawing lang tayo ng ano dito. Kulayan lang natin ng yellow para alam natin ibang fluid ito. Okay? Ngayon, ano naman po yung mga ano natin dito? Okay? Kinakailangan ko, syempre, yung mga hindi nawawala sa kanya. So, specifically, yung weight natin. Weight ng block. Tapos, yung ating buoyant force. Okay? Buoyant force na dahil dun sa ating glycerin. Okay? So, dalawang kondisyon kapag nasa H2O or nasa water or kapag nasa glycerin. Okay? So, i-analyze na lang natin to. Okay? Take note po, hindi naman sinabing natapyasan yung block of wood. So, therefore, we can say that the block of wood here in your H2O or dun sa water natin is equal to the block of wood dun sa ating glycerin. Kumbaga yan yung mass ng nakalubog na bloke ng wood. Okay? So, equal pa rin sila. So, ang nag-iba lang po is yung buoyant force at yung in-exert lang natin na force. Okay? So, therefore, summation of forces along y is equal to 0. Okay? So, equilibrium pa rin naman ito. Okay, so this is equal now to what? So this is equal to yung buoyant force natin due to water minus, okay, lahat ng mga pababa. So this is minus 40 minus yung weight ng block ng wood. And this is now equal to 0. So therefore, we can say this is buoyant force due to water minus weight ng bloke ng wood, and that is equal to 40 Newton. Okay? So, take note po, yung ating 40 dito is ang unit niya, Newton. Okay? So, therefore, yung block or bloke ng wood, that is also Newton then. Okay? Pero take note po, ano po ba ang ating BF, okay? BF is equal to specific weight ng water times yung ating volume submerged. Alam ba natin yung volume ng bloke ng wood? Hindi naman. Pero alam natin yung specific weight ng tubig. So therefore, this is what? Okay, so gawin na lang natin Newton rin ito, hindi kilonewton, no? So 9,810 Newton per meter squared multiplied by yung ating volume submerged minus yung ating weight or weight ng ating bloke ng wood, and this is equal to 40. Okay? And this is equation number 1. So, saan natin kukunin yung second equation natin? Siyempre, dito sa ating second condition. So, kapag magte-take tayo ng summation of forces along vertical equal to 0. So, therefore, parehas pa rin. So, BF due to your glycerin. So, minus 100 minus weight ng bloke ng wood, which is equal to 0. Okay? So, therefore, we can say that BF ng glycerin or BF due to your glycerin minus yung ating weight ng ating bloke ng wood, that is equal to 100, and yung kanyang unit ay Newton. So, compatible naman sa past equation natin. Equation number 1. So, pero take note po, yung ating BF due to glycerin is equal to what? So that is specific weight ng fluid natin, particularly glycerin, multiplied by your volume submerged. Pero take note po, yung volume submerged natin, hindi natin alam. And take note, totally submersion, so ibig sabihin lahat po ng body natin nakasubmerge. And since walang tapyas naman dito, okay, hindi natin tinapyasan yung ating bloke ng wood, so we can say that your volume submerged dun sa ating H2O will be equal to the volume submerged kapag dun sa glycerin. Okay, kasi yung volume naman referring to the amount of space na na-obtain ng material mo. Okay, so therefore this is equal to what? So ano po ba yung specific weight ng glycerin? This is Sg ng glycerin times yung ating specific weight ng tubig. Okay, so lagay natin dito sa working equation natin. Okay, so this is now Sg ng glycerin 1.3 or 1.03. Sorry, 1.2 pala. Okay, 1.3 multiplied by yung ating specific weight ng tubig, so 9810 multiplied by volume submerged minus yung weight ng block is equal to 100. And this is equation number 2. So to equation 2 unknowns, dalawa yung ating unknown. Okay, so this is mode 5.1. Okay, so unahin na natin yung volume submerged. So this is equation number 1. So 9810 minus 1. Then yung constant natin 40. Then sa second equation natin 1.3 multiplied by 810. So yung ating W block is negative 1 equal natin sa 100. So, dalawa yung makukuha natin sa volume submerged and yung ating weight ng block. Okay. Paki-compute po. Compute natin. So, this is mode 5.1. So, 9810 negative 1, 40. Then dito, 1.3 times 9810. Then negative 1, 100. So, ano po ang ating volume submerged? This is equal to, okay, gawin na lang nating fraction. So, 20 over 981. So, ang unit nito ay cubic meter. Okay, bakit cubic meter? Kasi yung ating density or yung specific weight ng ating tubig is naka-Newton per cubic meter. Kaya dun siya kukuha ng volume na unit. Then yung ating Y, or that's your weight ng block, 60 or 160. So this is now in Newton. Okay? Pero ano ba ang tinatanong? So, ang tinatanong po is yung weight at saka specific gravity ng wood. So, nakuha na natin yung weight ng wood, which is 160. But the problem is, wala sa choices natin. So, ano ba ang napapansin natin sa choices? Puro point lang. Okay? Point something. So, siguro, specific gravity yung hinahanap dito. Okay? So, specific gravity ng wood. Take note po, specific gravity ng wood in terms of weight, ano lang tayo, specific weight. So, therefore, this is what? Specific weight ng wood over specific weight ng water. Okay? Take note po, kung hindi natin alam yung gagawin natin, so, tingnan natin sa unit. So, yung unit ng ating H2O, this is Newton per cubic meter, meaning force over volume. So, why not siguro weight na lang siguro to over volume. Okay? So, ano natin yung units. Okay? So, isunod natin yung units. So, therefore, this is 160 Newton over yung ating volume, which is 20 over 981, and this is cubic meter. Okay? Newton per cubic meter. All over yung ating H2O, so Newton per cubic meter rin to. So 9810 Newton per cubic meter. So ano mangyayari? Cancel, cancel, cancel. So SG ng wood must be unitless. So ano po ang ating SG ng wood? So this is 160 divided by the quantity. 20 divided by 981 over 9810. And this is equal to 0.2. So this is your SG ng wood. And this is letter letter D. Okay. Part 1, then part 2. Ang mga material natin, given yung ating weight in air at saka weight in water, this is only just what, okay? This is equal to yung weight niya sa air, all over, yung weight niya sa ating air pa rin, minus yung weight niya kapag nasa tubig siya. Okay? So therefore, ito po yung ating formula. Ano na lang po, take note. So pwede niyo magamit sa ibang okay, ibang material, hindi lang stone. So therefore, SG ng ating stone is equal to weight niya sa air, so that is 105 over yung kanyang weight ulit sa air, so that is 105 minus yung ating weight dun sa kapag nasa tubig siya. Take note, pound ito, this is also pound. So unitless pa rin tayo dito. So 105 over 105 minus 683. And this is equal to 4.77. Unitless. So ibig sabihin, lulubog siya sa tubig mo. Okay? Kasi mas mataas yung kanyang specific gravity. So ganyan po yung nangyayari, no? Okay? So kapag mas mababa yung specific gravity mo, chances are lulutang ka. Pero kapag mas mataas yung specific gravity ng material or specific gravity mo kaysa dun sa fluid, is lulubog ka. Okay? Yan.